So I'm gonna make my favorite butternut squash soup, and it's divine. You have to try this at home. So first I started out by cutting my squash into quarters. This just makes it easier for cutting the rest of it because it's so thick. And then I cut the other parts into smaller pieces and took out the seeds and set them aside because I will be roasting them later on, and cut the bigger pieces into halves and made them smaller. The smaller you cut them, I feel like they cook faster and they're not as dense. Then I moved those pieces into a separate tray just so that I can season them easier, because I want to make sure that they're all evenly coated. And my seasonings, I use olive oil, then added some salt, and the rest of the seasonings I just used whatever I had. I think this was onion salt and some paprika, whatever you want to add to it. And then I spread that onto the squash and evenly massaged it through just so that they're all coated and not sparse.
Another important factor.
Then I took a parchment sheet on a tray and added them so that I can transfer them into the oven. And I added some garlic that I cut in half because I will be using that for a different dish as well too. And then added the rest of the seeds to be roasted because I like my seeds to be toasted as well. And then added some shallots. And I put them in the oven for about 30 minutes. I then took them out just to see how cooked the squash is, and it still wasn't very cooked, so I took out the garlic and the shallots as well as the seeds, and then put the rest of my squash back into the oven. Then when it was done and cooled down, I took out the skin, put it into a blender, the rest of the ingredients into a blender, and added some ginger to it. Then started the ninja. I think I usually do it on puree because that's the texture that I like. And this, I added some bay leaf and cinnamon sticks to it. And I just let it cook for about 20 minutes to a half hour. And this is what it would look like, and it's ready to eat. And bon appetit.